What is up, all my investors of the Shaddai? I'm back again with another HINANCE video to break down the complex financial world that makes me sweat sometimes. I'm here to break it down for everyday people like me and you so we can get to this money, this cheddar, this bread just a little bit more smoothly. Today, I am talking about Zynga. An important person has sold shares, and I'm going to tell you my theory. So make sure you watch every single little bit of this video to get all the details if you're holding Zynga or if you're thinking about buying Zynga. Before I get to all the juicy details, got to show my appreciation to everybody out there watching. Yes, you behind the screen, thank you. Just don't forget to hit the thumbs up on this video. I'm not asking for much. I'm not telling you this, that. Hit the thumbs up on the video. Comment below your thoughts on the video. If you got just no thoughts, just say what's up. Put an S in the comments. I appreciate anything that gets left in the comments. In my pockets. Those two things I do appreciate. But let's get into the juicy part of the video. A director from Zynga sells 350 plus shares for an estimated total of $3.7 million. Woo! This comes after a recent earnings announcement by the company showing ad revenues increasing by 100%, showing revenues in general increasing, missing a couple ratio estimates that they had, analysts had for them, but in the right direction. Zynga's going in a great direction. And I kind of wanted to look at their chart today and kind of just check out the different things that they have going on. Talk about the different things that they have going on, where I think the chart is going. I do think that this director that sold knows something that maybe me and you don't. So let's take a look at just the general chart here for Zynga that I put together. You'll see on the screen that there's a couple just general zones that I've created, and they're not perfect zones. I just threw it together as I was making this video, kind of gathering the stuff for this video kind of fast. But I see a range in Zynga. I see a range between the 1050 and the 1080. There's a range right there that it seems it's either going to cross up into that range or stay away from that range. I see, with the director selling shares, this much shares, and the director still holds about 200,000 shares, I don't see much good things happening after that unless he has some great reasoning for selling the shares. Something's coming. Something's coming, either a correction that he knows about, or maybe he just wanted to buy a new house. I don't know. Ad revenue is up, so the company's definitely making a lot more money as expected. I read that some analysts are predicting maybe Zynga to be bought out by another company down the road. And I thought that was very interesting. And it actually makes me want to invest a little bit more into Zynga now, because they're talking about maybe someone buying them out, and now Zynga going private. When they go private, they got to close you out at top dollar. Y'all see what happened with Dunkin' Donuts when Dunkin' Donuts got closed out at super top dollar? It changed the level if you were a holder then. So if that's where Zynga's going, hey, they're doing everything they need to do. I don't think Facebook will be the one to purchase Zynga, even though they've helped push the foundation of Zynga, and but Zynga's doing very well, and I like the charts. What I'm seeing, I did want to compare them to other stocks that I hold. So compared to the other stocks that I hold, as you can see from the chart that I'm showing on the screen, it's definitely underperforming, but I have it also compared to the Vanguard S&P 500, so it's performing above that by a little bit. But compared to my Nokia investments, my ARKG, my other stuff that I hold, it's still underperforming. and I'm okay with that. But it makes you want to make adjustments. It shows you where there's potential growth or not potential growth. That's why I like comparing my stocks I hold. I like comparing them and I like looking at them from, I guess, a broader view is the best way to put it. But I got one more chart. I think this is the most beneficial chart to really look at. It's another advertising company. So as I stated, as you're looking at this chart here, I stated that Zynga recently has a higher ad revenue is coming in. They're up by 100%. So why not compare them to a company that is ad revenue? Two completely different companies. Obviously, Outfront Media is, digital billboards and at your bus stops, probably. Maybe they deal with the smaller stuff like the trash cans. I've seen all types of advertisement. And yes, Zynga's more mobile advertisement. And I mean, that's not the core of Zynga's, but I'm just thinking about where they can capitalize the most. Obviously, the core of Zynga is mobile gaming, but they have acquired ad revenue that has boosted the ad revenue sales by 100%. So I'm just comparing ad revenue versus another ad revenue. And when you look at the chart, you see that they're not too far off. They're not too far off compared to each other. Obviously, Zynga's performing a little bit lower, but the ad space in general, we have to remember, is still down, hasn't fully recovered, has recovered but hasn't fully broken out. I think that the ad revenue space will continue to grow over time, and we're just going to go to more and more revenue in your face, in your hand, and I think you win with either of these ad revenue companies here, because I'm going to consider Zynga in that ad revenue now. Now that they're showing results, 100% increase in ad revenue. But yes, as you can see, Zynga isn't performing as well as Outfront Media because Outfront Media does this on a day-to-day basis. This is something that Zynga is now taking control of. They're trying to get a handle of it, but it just goes to show you where ad revenue can take you when you compare these two stocks. And this isn't even in a blossoming quarter. So just a perspective to look at when you're comparing different stocks, things you can look at. I do expect, just like the analysts, I expect Zynga to reach $15. I've been screaming that number. You can go back to 2020, my videos, when I've been screaming $15 Zynga stock. I'm ready for it to be here. I ain't gonna lie, if it goes crazy to like 20, I'm probably cashing out and waiting for a pullback to come back in. I'm not fully sold at 15. If it gets pushed, if it gets squeezed to like 20, I'll be more happy. I might close that position and enjoy the profits, as everybody should. Once you get to a certain number, you should always have a certain number in your head on each one of your stocks that you'll cash out and just be like, I'll take my profits and buy back in when it corrects itself, because it's always going to happen. Stocks are just like emotions. Up and down on a day-to-day, on a week-to-week, on a month-to-month, on a quarter-to-quarter, however you want to look at it. It's always going to be up and down, right? So I hope that you enjoyed this Zynga video, a little bit more detailed. Let me know your thoughts. I changed up the style, the way I did my video this time around. Great recommendation from a good friend of mine, Greg. He keeps telling me, man, you got to add charts in your videos. Obviously, I try to keep it simple. I don't want to overwhelm people. This isn't the channel for the experts. This is for people trying to get their feet wet, still fresh, still new, a couple years in, just looking for some advice, looking for another voice to to engineer everything, to help or guide the engineering going on in your trading strategy or whatever the case may be. But yes, I'm sorry for this phone call that's coming in right now. But I hope you learned something today, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I am going to finish this video off by saying we do have the investors Discord chat going on right now. Shoot me a DM above. I will get you all the details needed to join. We're just a group of people looking to build generational wealth by sharing resources, information, and having daily conversations about finances. Thank you for watching. Again, as always, I'll catch y'all out tomorrow.
Follow me on Instagram at shaddai.